Good, magical day, and welcome to Awakening the Universe. The other day, we went on a trip, and it was a trust, and it was an act in trust of the universe's divine timing. And this video is about a blog that I wrote. And this experience that we recently had with a trip that we took to Louisiana. The blog is called "Trusting in the Universe's Timing and Processes, Surrendering to the Flow of Life." I had this vision a while back, and it was like this flood of water flowing through me, up through me, and then out, right? And I took that as that life is flowing through me. And that I should surrender to that flow of life and trust in that timing, trust in the timing of source, of the universe, of spirit, because it's all working for my greatest and highest good. Everything in your life is working for your greatest and highest good. Whether you think it is or isn't, it is, right? It's all the result of thinking, feeling, and all of those things flow through you. And then the universe, spirit, source, God, whatever you call it, moves things to bring it to you. When you ask for strength, for example, it's going to give you something to prove that you are strong. And it may not be in the way that you think it should be, right? It's going to be something that's going to test your strength, test your resolve, right? And we have to trust in that. In every situation, whatever it is that's coming to you is coming for you, right? And divine timing, as I wrote in my blog, is the belief that events, opportunities, and outcomes unfold at the right time for your highest good. It reminds us that life operates on its own rhythm, a rhythm that's often beyond our immediate understanding. In the Bible, it says, lean not on your own understanding, right? And just because you think it is a certain way doesn't mean that that's what really is, right? Because the mind can make up shit that is not accurate. Sometimes things that happen occur as in your perception that it's a delay or it's something bad, right? But if you look back on things that have happened to you in the past, if you take something good that's happening right here, right now, and look back, had all of those other things before not occurred, would you be in this spot, right? Would you be in this appreciation of it? That's why I say all the time, look at yourself, look at everything that's happening in your life, and realize that it's the result of your thoughts, of your feelings, of your words, You're casting spells on your life with your words, with your thoughts. Those words come with thoughts and feelings, those emotions. Those are vibrations of what you're asking the universe for. So if you're asking the universe for lack, for gloom and doom, if that's what you're thinking, that's what you're speaking, nothing ever works for you, then nothing ever will, right? The universe brings you what you think, feel, and speak over your life. And it sometimes occurs to us as control, like we have control over it. We have control of our thoughts, our feelings, and our words. Agreed. That we have control over. We don't have control over how the universe or God delivers it to you. Okay? You don't have control over how it's delivered. You have control over the thoughts and the words and the feelings. Those three things. That you can control. The delivery is not controlled. That's why you have to really pay attention to those words, right? Give me strength, right? Give me is a loaded question, a loaded request of the universe, right? Careful with those words. Anyway, the universe gives us things to teach us something about ourselves, to show us something about who we are. And if we surrender to the how, right? If we surrender to the how, then it's going to come to us in the best possible way. It's coming to us. Everything is coming to us for our greatest and highest good. It's just a matter of how we take it, I guess, and how we look at it. Because it's giving us valuable lessons. It's preparing us for something greater that we don't even know, right? Because everything is a step. Everything is something that we're learning, and that it comes in this spiral, and it keeps coming back and back and back until we get it, until the light bulb comes on and goes, aha, I see you, right? I see you in your delivery. I see the message that you are trying to give me, Spirit, and learn from it. So when we trust in the process and we trust in the how, right? Trust in the delivery of the universe, delivery of God of the thing that we asked, then it reduces stress. We're not worried about it. It opens you up to new possibilities. Like, for example, you're thinking about you winning the lottery, for example, okay? And you're like, yes, this is what I'm doing. I know that I'm receiving this money and it's coming from the lottery, right? But what you're doing in that is restricting the universe's delivery of this money, right? Of this money that you desire, because it's in releasing that thought. It could come in the form of the lottery, yes, but it also could come in the form of an idea that's worth multiple millions of dollars. See, whenever you just narrow it down, you are restricting the possibilities, right? Because with the universe, with God, It's infinite, right? Everything is infinite. The possibilities are infinite, right? Open your mind. And the challenges that you created for yourself, right? And the questions that you asked and the delivery that the universe is giving, it gives us a resilience, right? Yes, that knocked you down, but for what? Because it wasn't right for you, right? You were trying to shove that square peg in the round hole, right? That's the reason why you got knocked down. I'm experiencing it for myself right now. I took wrong steps. I didn't follow the guidance. The guidance was saying don't do it, but I did it anyway, right? And now I know. When we know better, we do better, right? And this allowing mindset gives us the opportunity to see obstacles, perceived obstacles, what you would normally see as an obstacle, as a stepping stone. Every single thing happens for a reason, to show you something about yourself. And when you have conversation and you're asking the universe in what Christians call prayer, right? And what I call conversation, right? Of just having conversation. And in Native American, that request is in the form of appreciation. I appreciate the rain that's coming down because everything was dry. We were in a drought. Thank you for the mud that this water is creating, and I can feel my feet in it, right? And thank you for the new house that was built. We're in the process of building a house and funding building a house, and the visualization, I have it on my altar, is this specific house. It's calling to me, right? And so I put it there, and I trust in the process. And the other day, I trust in the process. The universe is giving it to me. It's already done. I see it. I have the visual. I just don't know the how, right? And so my wife says to me yesterday, she's like, Chris, wouldn't it be interesting that if a builder came to us and said, hey, we'll build the house for you if you let us use this new material, right? And I'm like, well, isn't that interesting? Right? I didn't think about that. And so perhaps the universe is bringing me someone like that, like, hey, we'll build this house for you, and we'll tear down your old house, build you a new house if you'll let us try this new material that we're wanting to try out and use it as advertisement, right? And so if there's anybody out there that that's wanting to try new material, hook me up, right? So in trusting in that process and allowing the universe to deliver it to you in the best possible way and for your greatest and highest good, it deepens your connection with spirit, with source. And to cultivate this connection and to cultivate this trust is giving up your need to control. I know for me, I am a recovering control addict. I am every day I try to give up a little bit more, and I'm not 100% healed. I'm probably 80%, I'd say. Maybe 70, depends. But we are to release our need for control, right? and allow the flow of life, the flow of spirit, the flow of God, the flow of the universe to 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 flow, to do what it's doing and flow through us, right? And to be this conduit of spirit, allow it to flow. And it is certainly a practice in patience and trusting in that timing. And then the other thing is trusting in, when you hear the voice, that it is the voice of spirit, that it is the guidance of spirit and not your own ego. That's where I screwed up recently. Is it wasn't the voice of spirit, it was the voice of my ego that led me in this direction, down the wrong path. So, but how, I learned something about myself in that transaction. And then we focus on the present moment, focus on right here, right now. Everything exists right here, right now. Our stress comes from either trying to plan out, and like we're trained to do. He's like, you've got to have a plan, It's like, okay, well, I can have a vision of the end result. And the plan is that the universe is going to take me there. I'm taking steps in that direction. I'm showing the universe I'm ready to go there, right? And I am taking small steps, sometimes large steps, in the direction of the desire, right? And the universe delivers every single time. Every single time it delivers. And like I said, I experienced a detour, a challenge, a setback, seemingly so, and I'm experiencing it now. However, I know that the path forward is there. I'm on the path. Just took a little detour. Just got to get right back on it, right? And I think affirming your trust every day. I trust in the process. I trust in the universe. In the blog I wrote, I trust the universe to guide me to what's meant for me. Everything is unfolding in perfect timing for my highest good. And celebrate those small wins. Celebrate all the wins. Small, big, whatever it is, even if it's, that the sun shone today. I mean, have an appreciation for everything. Show, even when you don't feel like appreciating anything, when you feel grumpy as hell and you don't want nobody to bother you, don't even speak to me because shit's going to come out of my mouth that's not meant for you, right? Say something to appreciate. When you're walking through the valley, and I've been walking through the valley for the past few weeks, keep walking, keep writing in your journal, keep writing positive aspects, keep giving appreciation. I trust in the timing of the universe. I trust in the guidance of spirit. It is guiding me exactly to where I'm meant to be every second of every day. And even when you forget to have an appreciation, when you do remember, and you will with practice, just say it, speak it, cast that spell over your life in a positive way. I trust in the guidance of the universe. I trust that everything is coming to me in perfect timing and meant for my greatest and highest good. So there is it's a balance, that's for sure. It's a balance between action and trust. Like I said earlier, is when you get that guidance, when you feel that gut instinct to make a move, right? And you make the move and something happens, you're like, what the hell? I was guided to make this move. What just happened? It didn't turn out right. Something's not right, right? And it could be that it was to show you and a feeling like, okay, yes, it was right for this moment, but in the long run, it wasn't. For that moment, it was okay. And then you find your way back. You're like, okay, all right, that's what that was for. It was for this. It was to lead me in this direction. It was to show me this path over here, or show me this person, or show me this person's personality. Because what I see right off the bat, I'm famous for this. Like, oh man, I love this person. But then whenever you get to know them and you see something, you're like, what? Wait a minute, that's not right. Because everybody can put on a face, for a little while, but then you really see it and you're like, what the fuck was that? But you're to co-create with the universe. Again, it's speaking correctly, setting a positive intention. Set your intention with the thing. And then when you feel it, and whenever it aligns with your intention and with your goal, right? With with your vision of what it should be, then you take those steps, right? You continue to take those steps toward the thing and show the universe, yes, this is what I really want. Yes, this is where I'm headed. Yes, this is my heart's desire, right? This is my purpose. And then let go of the how. Let go of the how, and it's going to happen for you. So I would say to strengthen that, and again, journal every day, write down your intentions, visualize the end result, and let go of the how. Express your gratitude and your appreciation for the end result, okay? And some say that doing all of those things, writing it on the paper and all of that stuff, and then take the paper and burn it, right? Because that shows the universe that you are releasing it to it, and to bring it to you in a way that is meant for you. And what's the other thing I was wanting to say? That brings no harm, that's for the greatest good, and brings harm to none, right? All of those things lets the universe know that you're ready. And I believe that it's not always easy, right? It's not always easy. Sometimes it's more difficult than others. But we have to release control of the how, because it's just causing stress, right? Trust in the timing. Trust in the perfection of the delivery. Even when it seems imperfect, right? It's not how you envisioned it. But it's coming to you in the way that it is for some other reason, because this builds on this and builds on the next step and the next step and the next step, right? It's just like building a house, right? You've got to build the foundation, right? The foundation comes first, and it's got to be built in such a way. It takes time, and all the plumbing and all that stuff has to be in place, and then they pour the foundation on a packed, solid ground, right? And then everything else builds up from that, right? There's steps, right? And then it may not look the way that you have it in your head, but it is going to work out. It's like, why is that looking like that? Well, because this and this and this and this has to happen. But you don't know that. You don't know the how. You have no idea what that how is. You've just got to trust that all of these things are leading to your vision. Everything is leading to your vision. People are coming in and out of your life to help you, to guide you along that way. Spirit puts those people in your spot, in your face, or in your experience, even in your periphery. People occur in your periphery, out here on the side, as a side player, but you don't even know what that person's over there. Like, why did I see this, right? Why did I see that mother with the child at the bus station? Why did I see that? Well, later on, it's going to come back to you, right? And that's from a story from Skylar a while back. It's like, how long will I remember that? Anyway, everything comes, even at the periphery, for you, right? Everything that you are seeing is created for you and behaves in the way that you expect it to behave. Wow. We should change our expectation of others and ourselves. Damn, I just got that. Okay. So, if you've made it this far, thank you. And I want to let you know, if no one else has said it to you, that you're amazing. You have a purpose, and you are needed and wanted here. You came here to do something. It's time to remember. It's time to remember. Put yourself back together. You're not who your parents told you are, your grandparents, or what society says you are. You are something more than that. Break free from the patterns, the programming that you've been told your whole life. Realize who you are. Remember, put yourself back together, and remember who you came here to be, what you came here to do, what contract you signed before you came here that you were going to do. You are here to live life to the fullest, not to live it for someone else, not to live it because of what the government says. Break free from that. You are here and you are on purpose. You are meant to be here. You can do it. I believe in you. I love you. Namaste.